Here we are, right? Here we are again. Everybody and their grandmama still busy trying to jump off the bridge that I told you. But anyways, hey, before we do anything else, please don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay? And also don't forget to share so that other people who are like-minded like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos. That's the way YouTube have it going on right now. But anyways, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, yeah. It is very funny to me, right? It's very funny when I see this kind of stuff happening. It's very funny. People are now, we've gone back to going back to the bear market. Just a couple of hours ago, everybody and their grandmama was celebrating, right? But hey, it is up to you, whatever you want to think. But anyways, we're going to look at the 24 hours market performance. And right after that, we'll check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, guys, everything starts with a dream. I can tell you, man, everything starts with a dream, because the people that changed the world, the people that brought about innovation, it all started about a dream, with a dream. Remember the first person that flew? People laughed about him. I read the story. He was he was a prisoner, and yeah, plucking chickens as his job in the prison yard. He made wings and he flew. And then the first plane came along. People that tried to fly using as a bicycle, pedaling and all blah, blah, blah. Today, we have planes that will go around the world in the speed of sound, right? Same thing goes with the vehicles. Everybody was going on with their horses and stuff like that, the sheep, cattle, or cows, until somebody started with the steam engine. They laughed at him. They called it the cooking pot. But today, the principle of everything, every model that we know, starts by innovating that steam engine. You see? So that is how the world works. Innovation always wins. A couple of months ago, okay, this started like a little dream for me. A couple of years ago, a dream as which I look at everybody and I was like, yeah, if they were able to go from nothing to being multi-millionaires, billionaires, what stops me? They have the same two legs like me, same one head, two hands. How? Well, I'm going to get it one way or another. I could either hard work to it, play the lottery, whatever I'm going to do, but I'm going to make it, right? So we started hit here, and everybody and their grandmama was busy laughing about it until time came. And again, it never fails. If you look at the cycle, it never fails. You go back, the 2021 cycle. Look at Bitcoin, right? You know what? Let's do it this way. Excuse me for a second. Let's pull this up, and I'm gonna call Bitcoin. Let's take Bitcoin, BTC. Let's see. Okay, because I'm telling you, it never fails. It always plays out like this. Okay, what is this? 2021. See that top right there? In 2021, price was $57,000, if my memory doesn't correct me wrong. Everybody and their grandmama, oh, this is the top, this is blah blah blah, we're not going anywhere. And on the meantime, we were looking at the Bitcoin price cycle, I do remember telling people like, nah, man, I'm gonna be patient on this thing because yeah, it looked like it right there, but it wasn't the top. Like guys, it wasn't it. It's like no, so the price crash. When the price went down, everybody and their grandmama was jumping bridges, and I kept saying, we're not there yet. By the time I closed my position here, it wasn't the perfect top when I closed it here because I do remember Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin went to like 72, 73,000. Okay, I do remember that it was somewhere there. Come on, I can't get up there. I'm doing it on my phone and it's difficult. But anyways, y'all get the idea. It went up there and everybody was telling me now, oh no, we're going down, we're going down. I said, I'm gonna wait. From 54 it went. The next time it was climbing, I was around 68, 69,000 when I closed my positions because you guys already know I do not wait for price confirmation before I close my position, right? And then they were like, oh crap, we closed early. The first run was 54. Now the real top came at 72, although I closed mine at 69. I think it was 69, 68, thereabout. And I said, this is what you have to understand. He said, dream, yes, but if you want to make money, you need to apply the best thing ever, which is being patient, right? You have to be patient. Now, we're looking at it. Okay, let's diverge a little bit from the topic, but I'm trying to give you analysis of the market first. We look at it, and everybody and their grandmama looking at me saying, yeah, 125,000 was the top of Bitcoin. And the market topped out by then. And I'm trying to tell everybody, nope, it ain't it. The market will top out. They are going to pump Bitcoin 160. Okay, they're about maybe a little bit above because hey, I don't have a magic ball. I don't know the exact price by point. All I can tell you is a range, which again I'm still thinking about it. I think 160 thereabout. Maybe they may take it a little bit higher because when you look at it, that same correction that happened the first time when Bitcoin went from 57, 58,000 all the way down, then it pumped all the way back up to 72, 74,000 dollars is what you're looking at right now. We went to 125,000. Now it dropped. Now it's gonna pump again, with the difference that macroeconomy is really playing out. The entire last year, 2025, we saw the stock market rally, like go crazy. Look at the M2 money supply. Everything went crazy except for crypto. Now, as you guys can see, we are battling $90,000 to use that as support. This thing is about to take off and people laugh about it, right? But hey, it's up to you, whatever you want to believe it or not. That ain't me. But now, if you look at it, we were talking about the coins here. Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, Cubic, and all of that, right? And everybody else was calling me like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Jasmine was down, okay? It shouldn't have crashed. This thing that the crash that happened in October was all manipulation. It was orchestrated, and if you go look at it, you will know Binance had a hand in it. It shouldn't have crashed. Therefore, in one way, it's a blessing. In another way, it was catastrophic to the market. But as you can see right now, people are no longer selling. People are starting to buy back. And when we look at these coins, you might call me a dreamer, but I see opportunity. Because again, in all my thumbnails, I know Kaspa is a $10 coin. In any other ones like Jasmine, I've been telling you guys here, I think Jasmine is a 60-cent coin. We can get there easily. Now, the opportunity lies if you can spot what the market is doing. Okay, most of you laughed about me a couple of days ago when everybody was like, yeah, you about to go to Rex City, and I told you, I said no. I was waiting for the right time. I'm going to open a Jasmine long. Okay, you guys can go back on the videos and you can see it. And what happened? I opened a Jasmine long. I opened it. Okay, so if you look at right now, this is the part I'm trying to mix up. This daily signals. Okay, I'm trying to mix, not this one, I want to use this. I'm trying to use the daily signals. A couple of hours ago, like I said, pay attention to the market. If you look, we had a buy signal right there, See, we had a buy signal right there. And at the same time, I was also telling you the price is hugging the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And then if you look, okay, another thing that also played in was the MACD and the RSI. I was telling you, look at MACD and look at the RSI. RSI was so low, it wasn't even funny. MACD was about to cross also, right? So you had three indicators giving you opportunity for you to get in. The first one, a buy signal. Second one, RSI, MACD, they were showing bullish signals. And if you don't want to also look at it, oh, come on. If you want to also look at it, volume profile, we saw the volume was dropped. Right? You saw it, volume was dropping, and I kept telling you, volume is going down, do something about it. Therefore, yeah, it rallied. But anyways, now the way we are right now, okay, this, my friends, again, like I said, you have to start looking at stuff. If you're a day trader, you have to get glued to the screen. You cannot change. You have to get glued to it. But as you guys can see, as we always say, in every trade, there is three different stages: before the trade, during the trade, after the trade, right? Right now is the after the trade for Jasmine. You have to start looking into those entry positions if you want to trade the opportunity, because when you look at it, again, what do you see price doing? Price is hugging the bottom of the Bollinger, right? If you look at the volume, what do you see? Volume is going down, right? Look at the MACD, is already turning, right? Turning bullish. This is the things. And then you look at the RSI, is almost flat on the ground, the way it was before it flew up back here, right? It's almost flat on the ground. So again, I'm not good at telling you this. I'm not your financial advisor, but hey, this, you make your own decision. If you want to enter a trade here to make some money out of this, it's up to you, right? For me, I have my positions open. Now, if you go look at quant, for example, let's see, Q and T, where we are right here. Quant, Q and T. You see? The same thing is happening here. We haven't have a buy signal here, but you can see the difference there is that we are hugging the bottom. We bounce off the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Is trying to go up. Okay, if you look at the volume profile, we are falling. You look at that right there. Okay, look at the RSI and look at MACD. Okay, the only difference here that when I look at a MACD, it's still green. So yeah, you probably want to see it reset a little longer than that. But hey, you're a day trader. You make up your decision on what you want to do with this. Okay, if you're a day trader on Kaspa, right here. Kaspa, again, you also have the same setup just like Quant was. I will wait a little bit to see. We're probably going to go back close to that 4.5 to 4.6 cents. That's something I will wait and try to go from there. But if you're a long-term trader, yeah, you can enter your trade, scale it up, and wait. Now, the clear one that is giving you this clear buy signals and everything is Jasmine. So watch out for Jasmine, because I think Jasmine, the target that we are looking at right now, is going to be that 3 to 4 cents. You guys remember 3.5 cents? That was a lot of resistance right there. And I've been telling you guys I will not start doing technical analysis again on Jasmine until we go above that 3.5, 4 cents, right? But anyways, right now Kaspa is going sideways. Everybody want to wait if you want to. If you're a day trader, I wouldn't recommend you getting into a trade right now, because Kaspa is still a little bit I mean, the bullish signs are not there on the daily yet. But if you want to go on a higher time frame, like for example, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will also see that. Okay, we haven't have a buy signal yet. So yeah, I will exercise a little bit of patience. And plus, if you look at the Bollinger Bands, they are going downwards. There's no squeezing yet. Therefore, this price might come back down here to try again, and then try to go above the point of control. So yeah, those are things you want to pay attention to if you're a day trader. Long-term trader like me, I don't give a crap about none of this stuff, and my position is already open. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents of advice on that. I'm not your financial advisor. Again, you do whatever you want to do with it. I already have my positions open. Now, going back to the topic when we started, like I said, everybody calls you a dreamer. And if you know how to pick the points on the market, I told you guys yesterday, I'm about to make me a lot of money. I'm about to be rich. Now, point number one, you guys know the Michael Saylor and the MSI drama, right? They didn't say complete yes. They said maybe, maybe not. That's where we are. So, and those of them celebrating, oh yeah, they said yes, they said yes. Why is the price not reacting? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. So, as I was doing my digging on that, because like I was a little bit concerning, like okay, these guys have already given somehow of a green light, and yet, damn this train. Yeah, sorry about that. So the MSI, they already given a green light saying, yeah, they're probably going to maintain Michael Saylor stock into the index. So why is the price not pumping? As a matter of fact, instead, Michael Saylor stocks are even dropping even more. So what's going on? So I started digging into that, and what I found, you guys remember back on the 26th of December, there were Bitcoin options about to expire, right? And we talked about it on this channel. What usually happens is like that price compression, once those options expired, they let go and price pumps. So you look at it, yeah, it pumped. We went from 80, what, 82, $83,000 all the way back to $90,000. And there is another set of options that are also designed to expire by the January 30th. You guys remember? I told you 6 weeks to 2 months. They're about to pump it, and it's not going to last months and months and months like everybody's saying. Market is going to go up, but it's not going to last much. We have a lot of bad news, a lot of ugly news that are going to happen. You should start bracing yourself 2 to 3 months from now. You're about to see it. And I don't see the markets pumping with all those bad news. I see the market try to pump as much as possible right now, make a lot of money out of it, because these people know. They know what's about to happen. And common sense. I've been in the markets for a very long time to know that market never, ever favor the majority. If everybody's waiting for this extended cycle, it means the hot potatoes are about to get sheared left and right. That's what's about to happen. So if you're smart enough, you understand something. Yeah, they might call you a dreamer. They might say maybe you are drinking too much coffee, but you have to understand something. A couple of months ago, when Jasmine was doing bad, and I was telling you guys, get into Jasmine, because guess what? Every project has stages. Okay, the development stage is what Jasmine was going through. Right now, Jasmine is going through a job adoption stage. As you guys already know, the Junction project with Sony, we do have the electronics, arts, whatever. We do have the Japanese talking about smart city. We do have the IoT that they are designing. All that stuff they were doing is now getting adopted. And what do you see? Price has started to move. Those of them who were calling me dreamer months ago, now you see what's happening. Everybody and their grandma has become a Jasmine expert. Now you see videos about Jasmine to $5, which again, well, everybody has their own cup of tea. I'm not gonna get into that. Now, Jasmine is about to pump. I'm seeing it. I will stand with it. Like I said the first time I started talking about Jasmine. On this run, we are looking at Jasmine to probably hit 60 cents. $1, maybe, maybe not. But just by looking at the lines on the charts, 60 cents. But oh well, let's watch and see. Maybe we get surprised and people buy 3 Lambos. Who knows, right? Now, you go back, look at the way Quant is. Quant is about to experience the same thing that Jasmine is doing, because the ISO 20022 went live. Clarity Bill, you already know that. They have already said banking are going to be dealing with stable coins and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff is happening. Therefore, Quant is next. to jump. And when this thing starts to jump, a lot of people will be caught off guard. Nobody will know like what hit them. Nobody. Because right now people are looking at Jasmine because Jasmine is the only one pumping, right? And among the coins that we talked about. And everybody's comparing, oh, what is Kaspa? What is this? What is that? Blah, blah, blah. But again, you forget, since they're about to pump Bitcoin to oblivion, all these utility coins are going to go along with it. Now, you look at Kaspa, it's a different animal. Kaspa is like, it's like those of them, you know, when you go hunting for tigers, right? If the one that is still alive and you want to tame it, guys, I would not be the one holding the tail. There is no way I'm going to be the one holding the tail. Instead, I'm going to be the one holding the ears. Yeah, they say the mouth is closer, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Me holding the tiger's ears on his back is way safer than you holding the tail. Because whenever that person that holds the ears let go, guess where it's going to swing? Guess where it's going to swing? Okay, but if the person holding the tail lets go and you're holding the ears, you have it under control. It's the same thing. I usually use this kind of analogies for you to look at the crypto market, right? Everybody and their grandmama is going to be an extended 2026 and this is going to do blah, 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 and this is going to go there. Okay, stock market is running on fumes. We said it here. Gold, silver, copper, all of that, they are running on fumes because, again, macroeconomy is getting to that tipping point. Everybody and their grandmama throwing stones at each other, or they're getting ready to throw even bigger stones. And you guys already know where that usually lead when we talk about economy. And again, you look at another thing, everybody and their grandmama is trying to fix their currency. They're trying to fix it. And guess what? You can't fix economy and currency at the same time. No. You have to sacrifice one to revive the other one. Like again, quantitative easing, quantitative tightening. That's why those things exist, right? Because you cannot solve two at the same time. And right now, China is trying to make sure the yuan is the strongest. Nope. US, Trumpicius, Magicius is telling you, dollar. To the dollar we go. Right? And Japanese is talking about the yen is going to do this. So you have all that playing out, and that is going to lead to one single point. Economy is going to get fucked. And when economy gets fucked, stock market crashes, crypto crashes, my grandma's pies also crash. Everything goes down. Now, those of us who are dreamers are the people that's going to make money with it. Because again, I have long positions open right now, telling you guys it's going to go up. If I did not believe it was going to go up, I would have closed my long positions and I would have shorted the market, right? But I'm telling you, it's going to go up. That's why, me being a dreamer, I have them open. And when that time comes, I will close them and I will start telling you, yep, it's time to close shop. I'm closing my shop. It's time to short it. And I know a lot of people are going to still expect this 2026 whatever to run to oblivion, and price of Bitcoin, you will start to hear it. Bitcoin to $1 million. That's when you're about to start to hear. And then, yep, hot potatoes will be giving left and right. My strategy is simple. Make the money on my way up. When I see those signs, close it. Use the profit of that I made on my way up, some of it to short the market. And we will see who is a dreamer. See now? Like I said, a month and a half ago, how many Jasmine videos did you find? Handful. How many people talk about Jasmine? Handful. But I was here talking about it, right? Same thing you're about to see about quants. Right now, how many people talking about quants? Basically nobody, right? But soon enough, the whole YouTube, Twitter, whatever you call it, you're about to start seeing about quant. How many people talking about Kaspa? Basically nobody. Only a handful of people like me and a couple of others, right? Everybody's looking at the price. Until development stops, because VProx is going to be there. All this blah, blah, blah is going to be happening. Kaspa is going to start to run. And that's when you are going to start to hear people talk about Kaspa. By then, you, my friend, should have been in the game. Understand? You should have been in the game, because again, only the dreamers usually make a big difference, usually become multimillionaires or even billionaires. You understand? So yeah, it's up to you. What do you want to do? You want to sit there and cry about the market instead of trying to read in between the line to find out where the next big move is going to happen. It's up to you, not too up to me. But yeah, I know short term I'm going to make a lot of money. Long term, I am going to become a multi-millionaire, and you guys are going to sit here to watch me. Okay? Yeah, I just have to hurry. I just got off work. I still have a lot of paperwork to complete. But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. And to do that, let's look at crypto bubbles right quick. You see? I told you, not everything is going to pump. Just watch Bitcoin and then watch utility coins. I told you. Weekly reset, monthly reset. You are about to see. A lot of people are going to get surprised. We only have 6 weeks to probably 2 or 3 months. That's what you have. But what we about to watch, okay? Me, I go depending on what the market is doing. Anyways, now if you look at Kaspa, KS, what do we have here? For the past hour, 0.8% down, 1% down on the day, 1.4% up on the week, 2.6% down on the month, and 58.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.25 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $15.55 million. Pay attention to that volume. I keep saying it. Pay attention to it. Okay? Now, we go look at coin, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. What do you have? 0.8% down the last hour, 0.3% down on the day, 9% down on the week, 11% down on the month, and 27.4% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.08 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.27 million. Again, look at that volume. Something big is about to happen. Okay, well, it's up to you. Now we go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, and what do we have going on here? 2.2% down the last hour, 4.9% down on the day, 40.1% up on the week. Wow. 30.3% up on the month, and 71.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $437.82 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $71.73 million. You remember when I was telling you watch that volume? It jumped from $10 million to about $150 million in trading volume. Again, watch Quant, watch Kaspa. The same thing is about to happen. Okay, anyways, now we go look at Cubic. Let's see if they're still throwing stones at each other over there in that camp. We have, see, Cubic has already started a move. Anyways, 0.2% up the last hour, 2.3% up on the day, 6.1% up on the week, 3.1% up on the month, and 72.4% down on the year. I told you, pay attention to that yearly. It was sitting at 86%, and I told you I was going to open my position because that shows a big move coming. Okay, but anyways, sitting at a market cap of $91.37 million, which is still basically nothing, and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.63 million. Now we go look at Jonathan's pet Toro, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. And we have here laying flat on the last hour, 0.6% down on the day, 0.4% up on the week, 0.7% up on the month, and 1.8% down on the year. See, it went from 11% down to 1.8. I told you this thing has 6 weeks to 2 months, probably 3, something like that, and it's going to pump to oblivion. But well, you do you, I do me, and God bless America, right? Sitting at a market cap of $1.81 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $41.57 billion. Now, let's go look at the prices in a little details, and to do that we need trading view. So trading view right now, And let's go right there. Okay, you can see Dixie going up, Bitcoin going up. That's not what we want. We want an inverse correlation, right? So let's go to details. Okay, open up charts, close this a second. Like I said, we went to the price, we got to the price targets, right? So right now we are on the after the trade stage. You have to watch and try to get your entries right here. Like I told you guys, I think Kaspa is well, let's zoom out for a second. See the ribbon pointing down a little bit. So yeah, we might be coming all the way back down to that 4.5 cents and try to break again, but only if Bitcoin doesn't take off. Because if Bitcoin starts to go $94,000, this thing is going to start reversing all the way back up again. But without that, I'm looking at the ribbon, it's still pointing downwards, it's still red on the hourly. Yeah, I think it's a little bit price drop is going to happen. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, we will see that here also having the same issue. Ribbon still green, but we are fighting that moving average. We want that price to go above the moving average, use it as support, and then starts to go. That's what I would love to see here. Okay, otherwise we are risking the what you call it, the risk of testing again this previous support. Okay, that's what we are risking of doing. But anyways, it's up to you, right? For me, if I did not have a position open, I will wait a little bit to see what the market does here. If you look at it on the daily, you will see the difference here. Now this is why I said a little bit, because if you zoom in, you will see that the ribbon is still red, but it has curved upwards. And do not forget, like I usually tell you guys, price always gets attracted to the moving average. That, my friend, is a bullish pattern that we are forming. Once Kaspa breaks out of it, the next target is going to be this resistance. Use that as support and then up there we go. So for me, if you ask me, anything under 10 cents is still nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we conquer that, we do have 18 or 19 cents. There was a lot of trading activity there. And once we conquer that, we'll hit all-time high and then eventually go into price discovery. All that is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Anyways, now we go now to quant. Let's see what quant got going on that camp. So QNT, opening that here. Yep, still the same, just like I explained to you on those daily signals. There's nothing there yet. Okay, nothing there. We do have this price manipulation which is going on because of Bitcoin is still doing its thing. If you look at the ribbon is still, yeah, almost flat. That's what I'm seeing here, almost flat. We are not touching the moving average, which means we have the opportunity of trying to conquer it and go above it, see what we're gonna do. Now if you look at it on the 4-hourly, again we are on the after the trade, because again it's a bull flag. It went up, now we're doing this. Sooner than later it's gonna have to go above. Up we went. Is happening. If Bitcoin takes off, which I'm telling you, I think Bitcoin is getting ready to take off, this thing is going to run. You look at that moving average, it just turned red, but I don't think it's going to stay red for a long time. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, let's see what we got going on here. Yep, daily the same thing. This is very bullish. Therefore, when I start telling people about this, for me, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Nothing but noise. You gotta just pay attention to it. Before you know it, we'll be hitting that 151 and above that 164 before we start hunting for 176. Once we go above that, 230 is the next target, and then we will have us all-time high and then price discovery. It's very easy for you. Bitcoin, like I said, I don't think I need to look at Bitcoin, because whether you like it or not, come on, whether you like it or not, they are going to pump it, and Bitcoin is going to do its thing, whether you like it or not. Everything has run except for Bitcoin. That does not make any sense at all. Any sense at all. So yeah, they are going to pump it. As you guys can see right now, Bitcoin is struggling on the moving average. Tried to break above, came back down. Tried to break above, came back down. I think they are going to go up there. It's going to happen. excuse me, it's going to happen. They are going to pump it. You just have to sit tight. Okay, those of you who don't have your trades open, yeah, it's time for you to start looking at it. And then you look over here on the 4 hourly. You see, it is using the moving average as support. That's what it is doing. Everything is playing as planned. I keep saying it because, like, most people who don't see it right now, they are panicking. People jumping bridges and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, they have it planned out already. These market makers, 99.9% of people are expecting an extended bull run, but that is not what's going to happen. I'm watching it. Well, we will sit here and see if who was wrong or who was right. You will see about it. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Like I told you guys, I have a lot of work to do, so I'm rushing this one out today. But hey, before you do that, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing, or else you will lose a lot of money. You will lose a lot of money. Okay. Down below, I do have the link. Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex. If you want to learn how to leverage trade, follow those links, sign up, meet their deposit requirements, and they will give you free money. Once you get the free money, take $20 out and start to practice. Okay, start to practice. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 50, or whatever, stuff like that, then you are ready. But if you cannot do that, my friend, please keep on practicing, or else you are going to be the newest member of Rec City. And trust me, they always have space for one more. I just hope that one more is not you. It's that simple. Okay, now let's go start first with my Bydfi. There, you guys know I am trading King Kaspa, Jasmine, and Quant, right? Right now, because the market is doing its thing, my overall is sitting at $8,800. If you look at my positions, you will see that here on my Jasmine, I am still up $2,900 in profits. Okay, on Quant, almost no difference from yesterday. I'm still down $4,700. And if you look at Kaspa, I am still up $266 in total profit. One thing you will notice here is that I trade at 50x in all my positions, and I do not use stop loss. You can pause it if that's what you want to see. Okay, now we go to Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading King Kaspa. I'm also trading Jasmine and Quant. Like I told you guys, right? I'm going to open up those Jasmine positions, and I did. Right now, my overall position is sitting at $5,200 in total profit. If you look at my positions, you will see that here. On Jasmine, I am up $2,700 approximately. Okay, you look at my Kaspa, I am still up $218, and on my Quant, I am up $79. Same situation. I trade at 50x, and I do not use stop loss. It's that simple. Okay, now last but not the least is Wix Exchange. On Wix, you guys already know, I am trading King Kaspa, Quant, Cubic, and I open a position on Jasmine, just like I told you guys I was going to do, right? My overall here is sitting at $2,600 approximately, right? If you look at those contracts, you will see that here on my Jasmine, I am up $325 in profits. On Cubic, I am up $44. That one is doing its thing. And on Quant, I am down $12. Okay, $12 in. Let's see how this one goes. And then you look at my Kaspa, which I am up $155, $157 approximately. Just like the rest, I trade at 50x, and I do not use stop losses. That's me. Okay, it's up to you. You can pause it and you can look at it. Now, last one is going to be Acorn. On Acorn, like you guys already know, I'm using that to teach my son how to trade the stock market, bonds, ETFs, and stuff like that. Today, we are still up $732. And I told you, if a 9-year-old can do this, you can also do it. Okay, just take your time. But as you guys can see, and his let's see his investments. Say here, come on, his base right here. Okay, we are up 4.69% today. Okay, stocks and ETFs, which you guys, the VOO, S&P 500, 344. Medium companies, IJH, $44. IJR, which are small companies, 22.36. Okay, and we have IXUS, international companies, $175. We have the bonds, ISTB, which are the short terms, sitting at $44.62, and AGG, which are the US aggregate bonds, $101. So yeah, he's doing his thing. I'm proud of him, and you guys don't know how much happy it makes me that my son is learning how to do this. So, but it's up to you. Okay, you can do this, or you can watch the market go by. At the end of the day, they call you a dreamer, just like they call me when I tell you this thing is going to make me a lot of money in the short term, and it's going to make me a multi-millionaire very soon, sooner than a lot of you think, until we sit here and people start to regret and then jump bridges. Okay, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget to give me that like and comment. I'm interested in knowing what you have to say when it comes to these coins that we talk about on this channel. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly can see these videos and their family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourself. Me, I'm going back to work. Bye bye.